China's sweeping claims of sovereignty over the sea have antagonized competing claimants Malaysia, Vietnam, Brunei, Taiwan, Indonesia, and the Philippines. United States favors freedom of navigation as it is a very important sea route with $5 trillion in trade, half of global merchant shipping and half of world's oil shipment pass through it. The Philippines approached International Tribunal for arbitration and argued that Chinese activity in the region was violating international law. On July 12, judges at Hague Tribunal rebuked China's claims over the waters. The landmark decision rejected China's assertion that it enjoys historical rights over a huge area of the South China Sea encompassed by the 9-dash line. China has said that the tribunal had no jurisdiction in the matter, and rejected the decision. In recent times, China has taken many steps to beef up its posturing in South China Sea, and has even resorted to corrosive diplomacy. Here is a list of 5 steps taken by China in South China Sea.
Number 5.
China launched the Gowen-3, which has a radar system that captures images from space with a resolution down to 1 meter and can operate in all weathers. The satellite has been specifically launched to keep a tab on all activities in South China Sea region. This will provide China with the ability to continuously monitor the region, and help it to scramble combat aircrafts, in case any foreign ship or aircraft enters the region.
Number 4.
A new Pentagon report says, China has reclaimed more than 3,200 acres of land in the southeastern part of South China Sea. The 3,200 acre only represents China's reclamation in the Spratlys, and doesn't include its building in the Paracels, further northwest, including the contested Woody Island. Spratly Islands now have nearly 10,000 feet runways, and large ports in various stages of construction. China has excavated deep channels, created and dredged harbors, and constructed communications, logistics and intelligence gathering facilities. Not only this, China also has deployed anti-aircraft missiles in Woody Island.
Number 3.
China has begun regular military air patrols over disputed islands of the South China Sea. The PLAAF recently sent H-6K strategic bombers, fighters, scouts, and tankers to patrol the islands and reefs in the disputed waters. The Chinese government ships, some armed, have also been escorting fishing fleets in the disputed region. It is a well-thought-out tactic to intimidate other claimants.
Number 2.
During state visit to US in September 2015, President Xi Jinping maintained that Beijing does not intend to pursue militarization in the Spratly Island chain. The most recent satellite photographs suggest a different plan. The photos collected and scrutinized by the Center for Strategic and International Studies, a Washington-based research organization, show the construction of reinforced aircraft hangars at different parts of the disputed territories. Reinforced hangars are not used for civilian aircrafts but are used for military aircrafts. There were no military aircraft seen at the time the photos were taken. Summary of the center's analysis suggests that the hangars on all 3 islets are meant for military purpose and have room for any fighter jet in the Chinese Air Force.
Number 1.
In 1974, Chinese forces pummeled South Vietnamese forces in the Paracels, also in the South China Sea, and had captured it. And this pattern of combative and aggressive approach has held in recent times too. In 2001, a Chinese fighter pilot hot-dogging near a US Navy surveillance plane caused a mid-air collision. More recently, the cruiser USS Cowpens was harassed in 2013. A ship from China's Navy was responsible. And in 2014, a Chinese jet jumped a US Navy P-8 Poseidon surveillance plane flying near Hainan. The Chinese J-11 came within 20 feet of the US aircraft. Beijing, in short, has been quick to reach for the military instrument over the years. Apart from that, government control media of China has warned Australia and India not to intervene in South China Sea dispute. Vietnam has deployed extra rocket launchers to counter China. Watch this video to know more.